The Railway Series, Book Number 28, James and the Diesel Engines, written by Christopher Audrey. Dear friends, to hear James talk sometimes, you might have thought that he ran the Fat Controller's railway on his own. He certainly needed no help from the diesels, or so he imagined. The other engines were more sensible and realized diesels could take some of the weight off their own couplings. But now the Fat Controller tells me that James has had a change of heart. These stories will tell you how it happened. The author. Old Stuck-Up. The Fat Controller preferred steam engines on his railway, but he found diesels useful because they could pull either coaches or trucks. You're versatile, he would say. Real mixed traffic, he would say to them. Real mixed traffic engines. Boko and Bear were proud of this, but James was not impressed. He liked these two diesels, but he treated all others with deep suspicion. Diesels don't use coal and water, he would say darkly. How can you trust an engine who isn't normal in his habits? Visiting diesels sometimes boasted about how special they were. Usually, Boko and Bear had to spend the next day smoothing ruffled feelings. One day, a particularly haughty diesel came from the other railway. When the visitor found he was to share the stair with the steam engines, he stopped outside in disgust and refused to go any further. Why on earth does your controller keep such out-of-date objects? He growled rudely. Dirty, smoky, slow things. Ugh! He shuddered delicately. On our railway, the diesel continued loftily, steam engines are kept strictly in their place and not allowed on the main line without special permission. Boko, who was showing the diesel round, lost patience. Stay outside then if you're so proud about it, he said crossly. I'm going to join my friends. I hope it's cold tonight and can't start in the morning, snorted James. At least someone might want to preserve us. Who need him, old stuck-up? The engines were glad when morning came. They went to fetch their trains as early as they could, and the visitor was left alone. That's better, he purred to himself. How can an engine rest on all that hissing and clanking? The cleaning equipment and fuel supply were in the part of the ship where Boko and Bear shared. Old Stuck-Up was so full of self-importance that he had forgotten he would need cleaning and refueling before he went home. It was getting late when he remembered. The shed is empty, he thought. If I go now, no one will know I've been. He scuttled forward quickly. Too quickly. The rails where Boko and Bear stood were oily, and when the visitor tried to stop, he couldn't. Break blocks and buffers. I'm slipping, he wailed, and as his wheels locked and slithered, he shut his eyes, and with a despairing whoop of horror, he crashed into the wall at the end of the shed. The diesel was not badly damaged, but a dreadful draft came through the hole in the wall. When the other engines came home, they heard the story from Douglas, who had helped clean up the mess. Ho, 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 chortled Henry. Old Stuck-Up came unstuck, did he? I say, Boko, what is it the Fat Controller calls you? Versatile, chuckled Boko. But that isn't what he called Stuck-Up. I couldn't hear all he said, but I didn't think it sounded very polite.